It could be argued that Gorden Tallis was the biggest casualty of the war that tore the game of rugby league apart. At the height of the battle, the big forward attempted to switch camps from the ARL St George to Super League's Brisbane Broncos.
I'm not going to go back to Saints, and I think the sooner they get that into their head, the better.
Despite a compromise, with Super League clubs and ARL loyalists in a combined competition, Tallis was left sitting on the sidelines for 1996.
I have no regrets about sitting out. I might have done it for a reason. I was in contract difficulties with St George, and they were being nasty about it, and I was being sort of the same. And we didn't really get on. But now it's all settled, and I'm playing footy, and that's it. I don't see there's a winner or a loser out of it.
But all that's behind him now. With Super League getting underway this season, Tallis is back where he belongs, on the football field.
Now Tallis, he's on his way!
The 24-year-old has settled into the Broncos lineup, becoming an important part of coach Wayne Bennett's strategy.
He's had to fit into a whole new side and a different way of doing things. And in the mix with all that, he's had some good games, and he's had some average games. And that's just all part of the process.
Do you think a year out of football hurt him?
No, I don't think a year out of football hurt him.
I think that my confidence was down. I thought it was going to be up. I played the World Nines, and that was sort of 9 minutes, and I got a little bit of confidence out of that. I scored a few tries and that. And then the first couple of tries, I was sort of dreadful, and I was way out of timing, and my fitness was really, really bad. I've sort of picked it up now, and I think it's after 15 games or so. I'm sort of starting to get back into the swing of things and starting to feel like I'm the Gorden Tallis that was playing at St George.
But he's such a mobile guy. He's a very aggressive ball carrier, very aggressive defender, and he was a player that we needed here, that style.
But the aggression that Bennett so admires also has a downside. Sometimes it reaches flashpoint.
Oh, gee, there's a punch up on in back play. Tallis let three go. They all found the mark right on the button.
I don't see it as a problem. I think you've got to be aggressive to play the game in the position that he plays it in. It's just, it's got to be obviously controlled. And to his credit, he does control it very well. He had one incident this year where things are a little bit out of control, but that's always going to happen. You don't want it to happen very often, and you don't want him to be the one it's always happening to. But the nature of the game is there's always the possibility of a flare-up.
I think Wayne likes me being aggressive, and I think that all coaches need an aggressive forward in their pack, and they like having them. But it's just the fact that sometimes I might slip up and go a bit high, or I'm throw the odd punch. It gets a fair bit of publicity, but I'm really trying to sort of settle it down a bit and play with a lot of controlled aggression, and I thought that I've done that this year.
I've tried not to get him excited before a game deliberately, because he's such a player that he's very passionate, and he's very easy to get revved up. And revved up out of control is not going to help us.
The Broncos currently head the Super League table and are aiming to become the inaugural champions. Tallis is obviously an important part of Brisbane's premiership aspirations, a fact not lost on Coach Bennett.
The last 4 or 5 games have been his best. I think we played the Hunter Mariners. It was a tough game, and he was our best forward there. We played Wicket in a really tough game, and he was near our top forward there. So he's coming along. He likes the tough games. He's a bit of a worry when we're playing someone that we think we can beat. He wants to put the cue on the rack a bit. But the tougher the game, the more excited I see him through the week, and the eyes open up, and he's looking at you, and like saying to you, "We'll get him to fly up early, coach, because I'm ready for him now."
Tallis could be excused for believing a Super League title in his first season at the Broncos is just reward.
I think it'd be very special, because my first year I'm at the club playing, and I'm after sitting out so long. That's all I thought about doing, is like winning a grand final, and I think it's going to be great, because it's Broncos' first year in the new Super League competition, and especially if the World Club Challenge comes up too. If we win that as well, I think it's going to be special. But I'm not sort of saying that we're gonna yet, but it would be very good if we can get those two.